Morning. As you all know, I do read the comments, and a couple of questions were asked by Alfred down in Paraguay about my little setup here I have on this R380. We're back on this one. And he asked me, what is the oil pressure? Now, pressure is only dictated to by restrictions, and normally when the oil goes through this standard bypass here, so it goes in at the bottom and out at the top into the main shaft, which is full of holes and bearings and things like that, so there's no resistance as such. Alright, the pump just creates flow of oil. This is really important, and something I worked out because I didn't know this. Anyway, I rigged up a pressure gauge thus, but because there's no restriction, there is a consequence of testing it, so I don't recommend you do this at home. But I've got my drill on here, and we're going to turn this, and you've got to watch here what the oil pressure is. Now, this is cold this morning. I don't know what the shop temperature is, but keep your eye on this. PSI. Now this gauge only goes PSI, it hasn't got metric-y types things, and you'll have to work that out, but it's not much. So what was my problem? Well, let me take the camera off and I'll show you. Here, because there's no free flow, the gasket has started to weep here, if you see what I mean. So there's nowhere for the pressure to go, so it's going to take its path of least resistance. So before I put this back together, you know, back in the container, I'm going to take that cover off and replace that gasket. So it does work. You can get flow. You can check the pressure, but I strongly don't recommend it. You can check for flow by when I assemble these boxes. I back off these two bolts here, put the drill on there, and crank it over and see when oil comes through. So now it's all circulating through the box. So there's one thing to watch for. So the other question Alfred asked was, could you put gear oil in an R380? Not really recommended, because obviously the synchros won't work. They need something very light, but you have to put the oil through a strainer like this. Now, yesterday I planned on doing this experiment, and I put some EP90 in the freezer in a bottle. But when I look at it here, I'll put the picture up. Wait a minute, yeah, that's at -13. You can see it's kind of thick. So the chances of that going through the filter or the strainer into the pump, pretty slim. And also, if you try to do this, put gear oil into, say for example, an LT77, the pump on those were made of like Tufnol gears. It's like a resin and fibre or something like that all put together, and it can smash the gears. It's as simple as that. So that experiment is a complete failure until it warms up. But I think what I'll do is I'll put this, I'll warm it up a little bit under the hot tap, get it more liquidy, and then we'll try it through the strainer. Well, that didn't take long. We've got now 14 degrees. That's not too bad, is it? So, will oil at 14 degrees go through this strainer? So I'm going to do it backwards. Instead of putting oil going that way, I'm going to put it in this way, and we're going to watch it together, because I ain't done this. So let's see how this goes. Alright. Remember, this is 14 degrees. There she goes. It's not exactly pouring out, is it? So imagine when it's cold. Like I left it overnight with gear oil in. So, we've answered that experiment. I've got to try and get rid of this now.